Hi College Success, this is your last assignment video for week 7. I just want to point out that in your week 7 videos, you have an assignment video just for the digital library, you have an assignment video just for the map or program plan assignment, and then you're going to have, this is where the registration assignment video is going that I'm recording right now. I will say that this video right above this is going to kind of help build into this registration assignment. So I would really recommend watching and completing this assignment first, the map or program plan, and then completing the registration assignment because they're going to help build off of one another, and it'll just be a little easier that way to kind of follow what I'm talking about if you've already watched the video right before this. So as I already mentioned before, there's no discussion forum this week. Your attendance is based on completing all 3 of these assignments, and they each have their own video to go along with them. All right, so this one is just going to focus on the registration assignment. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to go to the bottom, I'm going to pull up the registration form. So this is the form that you're going to fill out for this assignment. It's a PDF. So you're just going to put in your name. I'm just going to start filling it out for myself. I'm recording this in mid-June. I am going to be making a schedule for fall 24. Okay, so you guys are not doing your current semester. You're thinking about fall 2024, and then right here, you put your major, whatever your major is. I'm just putting business down because that's the example that I pulled up from my last video was a business major. Now, if you are a CCP student or you might be graduating after this summer, let me know and I might be able to modify this. However, even if you're CCP and you're still going to Stark State in the fall, you might know what kind of classes you're going to take, or you can still do this assignment looking up the kind of classes that might be a potential for you. Now, also I want to say that if you don't know what classes you're taking this fall, that is the literal point of this assignment, is to make you kind of think through that process. Anything you fill out in this form is not locked in stone. If you do not use this actual schedule that you set right now, I'm never going to know. It's okay. This assignment is an exercise in using the tools to help you try to schedule or to think through. It can also be something maybe you complete and then talk to your advisor about. Be like, hey, these are the classes I'm thinking of. So again, saying I don't know what I'm going to take this fall is really not an excuse to not complete this assignment, because that's the purpose of this assignment, is to think through that. And again, if you end up using the schedule, great. If you don't, that's fine too. At least you're going to hopefully know how to kind of think through the process. I also do not expect for all of these lines to be filled out. Everyone's going to have a varying number of credits completed based on what their preferences are for their fall schedule. If you've already scheduled for fall, because some of you might be scheduled for fall already, all you have to do is copy your schedule over into this form and your work is essentially done. All right, so to complete this, I can go to one of 2 places. The first place I can go is my PDF, my map PDF that we pulled off of the last video. So this is our map page. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I recommend that you go back to the last video and look at it. So I can use this, or I can use this. So both of these were talked about in the last video. So either one of these is going to work just fine to look to see, okay, here are the classes I have to take, technical and non-technical. And it has all the information there that I need. Same thing with my map page. On yours, it'll tell you all the classes that you need. Remember, I'm using a previous student, so they're all marked as completed, but yours will tell you which ones you need. So let's say as a business major, I know that I have to take Business 121. Let's say business admin, I have to take Business 121. To find out when this is offered, I'm going to go into the Stark State, my SSC. I'm going to go down here under Tools, where it says Student Tools, and I'm going to go to Register for Classes. Now, I know I'm not registering yet, but this is still where I'm going to go. I'm going to click Register for Classes, and then I'm just going to go to Browse Classes, because I'm not quite ready to register. I'm going to browse. I'm going to look around. So I'm going to do the drop down. I'm going to make sure I have Fall 24 on here. All right, here's where I'm going to start looking up. The subject is that 3-letter abbreviation. So in this case, I know I have to take Business Administration. It's BUS, and just going to help me now. It's 121 is the number. So I'm going to type in BUS, and that's going to bring up the business. I know I want to look at 121, so I'm going to search there. Okay, so now I can start filling out my form here. My subject is that 3-letter abbreviation. My number is 121. My course is Business Administration. When I go to look here, it is 3 credit hours, no matter what modality I take it as. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 3 credit hours. Now, here's where I have some options. I can look and see, okay, do I want to take this on campus or do I want to take this as a web class? So let's say I want to take this as a on-campus class. I'm going to come down here because all of these are web. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to see that this class is taking on a Tuesday, Thursday from 9 to 10:15. So I'm going to go ahead and do 9 to 10:15. Tuesday, Thursday, and it also looks like I am at main campus. I can pull this out if I need to, but here's main campus, so I know that I am on main. The CRN is the 5-digit number associated with it. So I'm looking at this one. I'm going to come over here, 26924. And that's it. If I wanted to take one of the online sections, all of this would be the same. I would just put here, maybe I could just put the words web in if I wanted to just make it clear that I'm taking an online class. And then I'm going to do that for any class that I am looking at. So if I wanted to go back and I know I want to take a business class, or I need to at some point, but I don't know the number, I can always just search the general business. So let's say I have to take, and there's multiple pages of business classes. I'm just going to pull up. All right, business 124. So business 124 is business analysis. So same kind of idea. Here's the name of the class. BUS is the subject. 124 is the number. 3 credit hours. There's my 5-digit CRN. This class is a Monday, Wednesday from 12 to 1:15 on main campus. So again, that's how I go about filling this out. At the very bottom, whenever I'm done, let's say I filled it out for, 9 credits. I have a couple filled up there. I'm just going to go up here to the top, make sure I save it with my changes. I'm going to make sure I save it wherever I want to save it. And then I will just upload it into this Dropbox area. Okay, so that's how I fill out my registration assignment. Again, I used my SSC to register, look for classes here. I also relied upon my PDF, or some of you might rely upon this program plan that you already saved. Regardless of which one you use, I talked about them in the previous video if you need to go back and reference those. All right, so if you have any questions on this, please feel free to reach out. And then again, make sure you complete all 3 assignments for this week for your week 7 attendance. Keep in mind that week 2 is reopening, so take advantage of that for this weekend. And then your week 8 is opening early as well. All right, have a great week.